fix my change real quick. What you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After where it get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. You hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is texting. Listen, I don't know why they mentioning beef. I don't think no one better than me. You can say what you want, but my steppers don't speak. If I tell them to go, then they stepping on 3 like border chain. That's competitive. Me make it rain in your hood like I weather the streets. On my label, we good. I'ma get to the breach. You only as tough as your weapon could be. I done caught me a Dylan, I got off the block. To the hate and put that on the watch. Had the ice on my neck, cause little shorty on hot. Here's some rappers that want me to flap. I don't care about no dissing, cause none of them pop. And I'm shooting my stars off a pop. They be all on my DM like when you gon' drop. Look, it get boring, just me at the top. It get boring, just me at the top. I be shaking their hearts every time that I drop. Like when I walk in the spot, it says you won't be in this if you don't make it hot like her. New deal, AP, I done signed up with Def Jam. Jay-Z has the in my left hand. Play me every time that I step them. Hate me like what? Play with the gang and you play with your life. Put a bag in your head, it don't matter the price. Put on their neck, so I got me some ice. If I'm dissing you once, I ain't saying it twice. Said I got time today, I done stepped in the field, I got time to play. And my exes are the bare time to wait. Blocking, I said I need time away. Like, what you mean you don't know how I'm stepping? What you mean you don't know what I'm repping? I'm good in my hood like they call me the blessing. You jacking my side, you gotta come and check in. After where it get hectic, don't let me slide up on you, no electric. Blocking, hit them like it's Tetris. You felt the way and all you do is text and listen.
Never leave the house with.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today on to Week 15 in the NFL, and we've got a good matchup in store, as it'll be the New York Jets taking on the New England Patriots. Two teams more than ready to get this one started. And this one is underway here on EA Sports. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. First down, and they'll start with Algier. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now it's Wilson. Escaping the pressure right. That's to the Notre Dame man, Michael Mayer. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 33 yards that time. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What, does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give them 7 there on the first down carry. The Patriots had 8 and 5 to start play, and they come in off the extended break from the bye.
And I think it was much needed as well, because you play 2.5 months. You know you're ready for some time off in order to get prepared for the home stretch. In fact, when they looked at the schedule to start the season, I think they liked where their open week fell.
On second, here's Algier. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Tyler Algier, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Now ETN to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. This defense for the Patriots very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, 2nd and a yard.
King, Phil. Hey, Silver. 73.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Isaac Yedem picks it, and he returns it into enemy territory down the 45-yard line.
Well, if you go by the numbers, you'll find as the temperature goes down, so does the passing efficiency. And now that we're in December, even the routine throws are going to be harder for the quarterbacks. And this one, it winds up getting picked off.
On 1st and 10, it's Algier. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Well, you talk about this Jets defense. They're trying to cover up some holes in the secondary. Right now, bottom 5 in the league against the pass at number 28.
And I think you're going to see some changes in the offseason, whether it's through the draft, free agency, maybe even both. They definitely need some help in the secondary.
From the 42-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Wilson. Dumps this one off to Algier. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for 13 and a New England first down.
Well, as a coach, you absolutely love seeing your offense find their rhythm early. And that's exactly what we've seen so far. They had a touchdown on their opening drive, and now they connect here for another nice gain for a first down. This offense is moving the ball well, exactly as he drew it up in practice.
Algier now up the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
So from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 8. Now it's Wilson. And his throw is incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
Failure to connect on second down. That leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Wilson. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
They work now on 2nd and 9. Here's Hurts to throw.
Able to complete this one to Tyler Conklin. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
On 1st and 10, it's Hurts.
Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers.
And the Pats will take over possession here up at the 44. And not the first quarter that he was hoping for. Now 2 interceptions thrown.
Well, the good ones, they find a way to compartmentalize, right? Put these behind them, have that short memory, but understand why they threw the 2 interceptions. They go on and usually play a pretty decent game. Other quarterbacks, they have a hard time getting past it and often put the ball up for grabs the rest of the ball game.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
47 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And he'll get it down here to the 43. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
14. Let's go double count right here, double count.
They'll throw on first down with Wilson. 20! And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. Give him 30 yards there. Nothing to score after 1 on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter from Foxborough. It's the homestanding Patriots with the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Crowds here going straight ahead. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Here's Wilson. Flushed out right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And here you're down in the red zone. You need to be smart, not force anything. So that's a wise decision to just get rid of the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Touch 50.
They snap it at 1. Now Wilson.
Well, throw for Pittman is intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo.
This one back. It's a pick-6 and a Jet touchdown.
Well, I mean, it hadn't been a picture-perfect first half for this defense to this point, but that's a big play to get them right back in the ballgame.
And I think that changes their mind frame. Now they're saying to themselves, hey, we're still in this. And even though our offense hasn't done anything, we've had our troubles on our own right, we still made a play right there that could change the course of this game. Great job delivering.
Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
From the end zone, here comes Williams. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
And they enter play here in this one on a 2-game win streak, plus they come off the open week as well. So this is a team that has a lot of things working in their favor.
Oh, it certainly is, and let's face it, this team is playing so well. The worry now is that after a few extra days off, they'll be sluggish coming into this game. So I've heard that he spent more time in practice working what they call good versus good, starting offense versus starting defense. They want a fast start in this next game.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Here's Wilson. He's airing it out for Williams. He's got it at the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England.
Jamison Williams.
His 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season.
And the Patriots are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
This is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Now we're in the coach you're throwing it to, or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on first down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Jets first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
A shotgun snap and again to ETN. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Well, these two teams met at MetLife Stadium earlier in the season with the Jets winning that ball game. So they're trying to win here in Foxborough to capture the season series. On 2nd down, ETN once more.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
See what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that incomplete, nearly intercepted. And remember, he had his hands on one earlier, had one pick. Could have been his second, but instead it's 4th down.
Jack Fox now gets set to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. Pulled in at the 24. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Patriots take over.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
He's airing it out for Williams. And on the left sideline, he caught it, but out of bounds, according to the head linesman. Incomplete, so the ball a little late getting there, and it's 3rd down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Here's Wilson to throw. Eluding the pressure right.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That 30 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Throwing again here, Wilson. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Russell Wilson with 2 first-half touchdown passes. And his guy's now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Now, this is going to put him back with a not great field position.
So they really got zero benefit at all, right? Sometimes you can absorb a penalty when you get a big return. Then the penalty brings it back, but you still have great field position. As you pointed out, not in this case.
On 1st down, Hurts. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. So just 3 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Second down, here's Hurts.
And that's off the mark, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
They'll send a receiver here in motion right.
Hurts. That is caught. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted.
Picked off by the linebacker Kyle Van Noy.
And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
A nightmare of a first half for him. That's now 3 interceptions. But Charles, with his talent, if anyone can shake this off and right the ship, it's him.
I agree, because you don't get to be one of the best quarterbacks in the league without developing some major mental toughness. So I expect him to go in the locker room at halftime, hit the reset.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
Now Wilson changing the play.
Wilson now to throw on 2nd down.
And that's going to be incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Wilson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
The Patriots send out their punter, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And with a 3-score deficit staring them in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense is certainly organized and playing off of each other because the rush is providing pressure and the coverage is forcing incompletions and capitalizing on mistakes. When you get every level on defense hitting at once, you get first-half scores just like this one.
Throwing is Hurts. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Patriot defense has a touchdown. Well, turnabout is fair play, I guess. They had a pick 6 against them earlier, and now this defense, Charles, they get a pick 6 of their own.
And for a moment, let's just set aside how it impacts the scoreboard, because how about the response? One defense gets the pick 6, the other comes back and matches it. These are 2 defenses that are planning on winning the game for their teams themselves.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. And he will take this one all the way back inside the 35-yard line.
But whatever the relationship was between the special teams and the offense, it's gotten a heck of a lot closer after a return like that. The special teams just keep setting them up. The offense thinks they'll go out there and knock them down.
Hurts now hoping to make up for that pick 6. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Here's 2nd and 10. On the counter, ETN. And he'll go down at the 28. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Gano's kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Jets going to get the football first, and they trail as well as we get back underway in this second half. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape, up past the 30. York offense taking over for their next possession. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
From the 33, here's a 2nd and 7. ETN once more. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. He may go. Travis Etienne, and all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Travis Etienne with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Jets are able to make some inroads here to that deficit.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. From the end zone, here comes Williams. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Throwing is Wilson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Wilson. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
This defense can use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. And take it right on the 30. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, Charles, it just feels like they're trying to keep pace. They did score the touchdown last time out, but they still trail by double digits here. We'll see if this offense is once again up to the task.
Yeah, and I think that after the last drive, they've got to be pretty revved up, don't you think? Everything they were doing was working pretty well. They go back out there with the same mindset, putting the same tempo and the same pace. Still a lot of time left to make something happen in this one.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now back to throw. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 92 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And he edges forward but only gets a pair of yards out of it. And it's second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Play action. Here's Hurts.
And he's going to go down. They get to it back at the 40. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Downs going in motion left.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And he'll be stopped short of the first down as they rally to tackle him at about the 28. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. And this doesn't end well at all as they stop him far behind the line to gain. The Jets try it, but the fourth down play doesn't work. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on down. New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even...
It's caught inside the 25. Touchdown. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Patriots have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Point after here coming up. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30. It's a foot race. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Jets. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
Gano now to add the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14.
Makes the score Patriots 38, Jets 24.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw.
From the end zone, here comes Williams.
Oh, a good return up past the 30.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, still a good return. They'll start the drive right around the 37.
The Pats at the line, ready to go.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here. And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here now, 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. Now Wilson. It's caught. This is White. It'll go as a gain of 4. And that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne.
And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
I think if they want to start getting back into this game, it behooves them to get better on 1st down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Kyle Leviani. 63.
Another tote for Etienne.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
102 yards now for Etienne, and he's got a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jet football, but they trail here as we start the 4th quarter. So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
His throw incomplete. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They've given him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
On 3rd down, here's Etienne.
And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. That'll be good for 6, but now it's 4th down.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front. They moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive.
A short throw to Conklin, the tight end.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need. And that's exactly what they got done.
ETN up the middle.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Here's Hurts to throw. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And now here is another interception. And the Patriots force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. That tackle by Jeffrey Simmons. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now Wilson on 2nd down.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've had their troubles. Just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Wilson. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds near the 30. In fact, right on the 30. That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
Now a carry for Algier, headed right. And he'll get this to the 32.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd down and 7.
Here's a quick throw caught by Allen. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Something we're seeing more of with the rise of the run-pass option. A legal man downfield, and that's going to back him up. To throw is Wilson.
And, he's unable to hold on to that defensively. A potential game changer, but it falls incomplete.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. And that is incomplete. critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. The Patriots send out their punter as he's on to kick it away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return.
And the Jets will take over.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Oh, and Hurts is going to be hit and taken down to the ground.
And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Hurts sets up to throw it.
He lets it fly for Lockett. And my goodness, another interception.
Isaac Yiadom in there to pick it. And the Pats will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line.
Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get him next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You've got to go compete for the ball so you don't get another one picked off.
And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line.
That's good. Patriots, first down.
They'll stick with Algier.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Now they'll throw it with Wilson.
This ball caught by Strange.
Touchdown, Patriots. Russell Wilson now with 4 touchdown passes on the afternoon.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the fourth quarter.
For a big tight end, he can sure move like a slot receiver when he gets a head of steam going. And as a defensive back, you've got a big decision to make when he's moving like that.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive.
We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this fourth quarter.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Got to to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's 2nd and 15.
From the gun, it's Hurts.
And now here is another interception. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. On the give, it's Algier.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Tyler Algier
with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Patriots are closing in on a 9th victory on the year as they extend their lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll increase their lead to 28. The kicking unit out for the Patriots as they send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the 4th quarter. This would be their 3rd straight defeat. Screenplay, here's Etienne.
And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good block.
And he goes down. It's a Patriot sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. We've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a 1st down.
Well, we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
Hurts.
Well, the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. Now the Jets going to use the 2nd of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. That's just his 2nd catch of the game. They wanted to keep him silent. They have kept him silent.
Defensive football 101. Don't let the best player on offense beat you. Take him out of the game. They've done a great job of doing that.
On 1st down, Hurts.
And my goodness, another interception.
And the Patriots are going to have it here just past the 25.
Yet another interception, and I just had to double-check my math. But it is now 8 between last week and this week.
Well, I just used a calculator. I didn't worry about double-checking it. But the thing that always throws me when you see quarterbacks in this type of a bad spot, they're trying to figure out what they can do to change it, and sometimes they try too hard, and they never get out of it. And that's where he is right now. He's just locked in a really bad way.
He's airing it out for Williams. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Eddie Jackson picks it. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. The extra point is good, but it only impacts the final score as this game comes to a close. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play. But still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say